Mommy, listen, there's a dog following me. It's Toby, and he...
Well, I can't understand the thing.
Help, Mommy. No, listen. No, let me talk, Mommy. I don't have time to...
Toby? Toby? Toby?
Penis, 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 penis.
Shalom, y'all. This is Larry, WACHS, of the Regular Guy Show in Atlanta, and you are listening to the Hoppe and SuperRICH Show, and they are f***ing killing
Give us a call, 847-866-WNUR. It's 847-866-9687. All right. We just talked about how the media is covering Ray Rice beating the living crap out of his wife and showing the video over and over again. Now we're going to talk about how some of the athletes were defending it and how people are outraged by it and how I think, Ryan, defending it is dumb, but they have the right to. So what's coming up?
All right, so this is coming out of the IndyStar.com. Pacers' Larry Bird calls Paul George's tweets on Ray Rice and domestic violence thoughtless. The Twitter feed of the Indiana Pacers All-Star forward Paul George this morning said, and this morning being Thursday morning, said Ray Rice should be allowed to play despite video that caught him knocking his then fiance. Yeah, we know the story.
Yeah.
George hit Twitter early, referencing comments by Rice's wife, Janae Rice, in support of her husband. I don't condone hitting women or think it's cool, but if she ain't tripping, then I ain't tripping.
Dude.
Let's keep it moving, LOL. Let the man play.
Listen, he has the right to think that. I think Paul George, I lost a bit of respect for him, but he sounds like a dumbass. He's carried himself like a class act. One of our good friends, Derek Spallone, interviewed him. He seemed like a nice guy. I lost a lot of respect for Paul George. But if he wants to be a bonehead and he wants to tweet that out, he has the right to. He's a dumbass.
He had great grammar in it, too. He forgot the L in cool, so he went, or think it's cool.
Here's the other part that I hate so damn much. You know he wouldn't say this to the face of a woman's activist. He's being a keyboard killer. He would never say this to Janae Rice. You coward. Go try and get ready for next year's season. And don't tweet dumb crap like that. And here's my other point, Ryan. Did he think that it's going to get like 20,000 retweets and everyone's like, oh my God, Paul George, I never thought of it that way. Roger Goodell, add him right away. Do you think everyone on Twitter, on social media, on every news network in 2014 where everyone's uptight, do you think they were just going to like open you up with, or they were just going to like give you a hug and be like, hey, Paul, I appreciate you tweeting it out. You changed the way I think about life. You're an idiot if you think tweeting that out was going to be positive. And we're also going to talk about Roddy White's tweet.
Yeah.
Like, why do they tweet this out and think nothing's going to come of it?
Right. Especially when you're in the spotlight like that, you have to pretty much, like, even if your views aren't the same as the majority of people, you can't tweet out different views like that.
Some people think he's an elite player in the NBA. He's the face of the Pacers. Why are you tweeting this? I get if you're some guy named Reggie from Gary, Indiana, that 4 people know. That's fine, but you're Paul George. You're one of the top-selling jerseys. What the hell are you doing?
And he later deleted the tweets within about an hour.
Of course he did. If you are such a badass, Paul George, and you're so cool with that.
And then he tweeted out an apology to women and the victims of domestic violence.
They need to quit saying they're sorry. They are in the spotlight. They weren't sorry when they sent out that tweet. They were pretty confident in their tweet when they sent it out. You know what I mean?
And he tweeted out, let me apologize to the women and to the victims of domestic violence. People, my intent was not to downplay the situation. And then Larry Bird issued a statement just before noon. And it says, here, I'm going to read it first.
Okay.
Paul George's tweets from earlier were thoughtless and without regard to the subject of domestic violence and its seriousness in society. We have talked to Paul to strongly express our displeasure and made it clear that the NBA and the Pacers organization will not condone or tolerate remarks of this nature. So that's probably why it was deleted in part. Paul understands that he was wrong and why his tweets were so inappropriate and is very apologetic.
if he was so serious about everything going on with women being beat up, he would never have the phrase LOL in the same tweet. Like, how do you even put that in there? It'd be like saying, haha, someone died, LOL. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that doesn't go with a tweet about a girl being beat up and you defending it. Like, I just don't know what these guys think are going to happen. Like, you're in the spotlight. Just, you can't do that.
Right.
You agree?
Yeah, I do.
All right, what else is coming up?
So Roddy White, also real quick, he also had some tweets on Friday night as the during all that NFL stuff that came out on Friday with the other stories about Adrian Peterson and everything, was coming to a conclusion. Falcons receiver Roddy White spat a masticated cherry atop a rancid pile of bad news and half-truths. And here's his quote. I'm probably going to lose my fantasy football matchup this week because Adrian Peterson can't play Sunday for disciplining his child Jesus. Help us.
Okay, listen. What Paul George tweeted out was dumb. But I don't think Paul George is the biggest moron. I just think he types like that because that's how like people type in 2014. But it's a proven fact that Roddy White is a complete dumbass. I wouldn't be surprised if Roddy White can't type up an essay for his life or his whole life. People did things for him. This is the same complete imbecile who said, if Duke loses in the first round, I'll give out season tickets, and then he just gave out one pair of tickets. Like, this guy does not get how you are in the spotlight. You're one of the top wide receivers in the NFL. Why are you tweeting things out that you are the center of attention? Everyone's going to notice it. And here's the other thing. He got rid of that tweet within 10 minutes. If you're going to tweet that out, you might as well keep it up. What are you hiding, Roddy? What are you hiding, Paul George? You guys deleted it within the first 10 minutes. The point of social media is to speak your mind and say it as it is, even if it's right or wrong or you're just a complete dumbass by the way you're saying it. So why hide it, man? Why delete it after 10 minutes? Because you guys come off like ignorant dumbasses. That's why.
He tweeted out his tweet that got people mad at 8:23. He deleted, and then he apologized at 8:51.
All right. Then both of these guys are just as big of dumbasses then. If you're so sure that that's a great tweet to tweet out, don't move away from it. Try and defend it. If you're so sure that that's such an intelligent thing to tweet out, figure out ways to defend it. But these spineless dumbasses who catch balls and run for touchdowns and who hit game winners for a living, they're not very smart. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's a proven fact that you are not smart when you play sports because, like, you don't have to be. All you have to do is just win games. Alrighty.
Coming up, the Hoppe and SuperRICH Show.
What's coming up?
So, postseason play and scholarships were given back to Penn State as the NCAA accepts the new Mitchell report. We'll talk a little bit about that going into it. And then, coming up, we'll have classy news of the early morning where we'll have some great people, including someone showing up drunk to pick up their kid, which is nice. You got DUI issues there. Giving birth to a kid in the backyard while having meth in your system. That's fun, too. Some woman's genitals are on fire. That's always fun.
That's really sexy.
And,
oh, yeah.
And a teen stole a wedding ring off a 93-year-old man, probably because she knows she'll never get married because she's ugly as hell, but we'll see.
Actually, it's a guy, so he's ugly as hell. You said it.
Oh, gotcha.
We will be right back. Up next is Omarion Entourage on the Hoppe and SuperRICH Show. Hang on.
The Hoppe and SuperRICH Show.
This is an official broadcast of Hoppe Radio. For more info, check out hopperadio.com and hoppesworld.com.